This is me.
Just kidding. This is me.
My name is Amanda, and welcome to my podcast where I will be talking about pop culture, music.
Film, drama, and fan videos. Hello and welcome back to my channel, Always Popular. I'm Amanda, your host, and let's get into this week's episode. You may have heard about multiple stories about a lot of different people in the music industry being screwed over, taken advantage of, sexualized, and probably even worse, having a mental breakdown in public. No one wants to see their favorite artist or band or whoever they are being taken advantage of, or worse. And it's hard sometimes to comprehend what's going on in their life and what's happening behind closed doors. By now, you may have heard of publicly well-known stories like Britney Spears' highly publicized conservatorship, the boy band Con problems surrounding Lou Pearlman, and how terrible Dan Schneider really is around Nickelodeon stars. Today, we're going to be diving into the drama of one of the most screwed over singers in music history. However, her story is not that well known. This is on singer-songwriter Jojo. Jojo is an American singer-songwriter who peaked around the early 2000s. Let's put it this way, before Taylor Swift went through legal troubles and was trying to get her master recordings, Jojo was going through the same shit as well. However, no one really knew about it. Well, at least for Jojo, it was more done in private rather than in front of the entire world to see. If you were ever familiar with Jojo, she was mainly known for her early hit songs from her 2004 debut album, Leave Get Out, and her sophomore album, The High Road, with A Little Too Late. She had become the youngest singer at 13 to have a #1 hit song. This made Jojo a very popular teen singer with an R&B style with a high built-in vocal range that was unforgettable at 14. After releasing her second album, it just seemed like she vanished after the success of her second album, even though in 2006 she appeared in acting projects like in the movies Aquamarine starring Emma Roberts and Sarah Paxton and RV with Robin Williams. Anyway, let's get back to the music. The main reason why she didn't release music consistently was because she was struggling behind closed doors and fighting against her labels, Dove Family Entertainment and Blackground Records. So it was near the end of 2008, it was rumored she had parted ways with them. However, she was still signed to those labels. Later in 2009, she had already completed a new album and they were supposed to promote her new music. However, her label was finalizing a new distribution deal, and this is where things go downhill. However, her label ceased to function, failed to release her third album, and lost their distribution deal with Interscope Records, and because of this, it put young JoJo's career on hold for a very long time, and she had to wait almost 2 years to get her album released, and that's why she decided to get a lawsuit against them. JoJo had to take matters into her own hand by the time she was 18 in 2009. She sued them for $500,000 in damages. She was very eager to get off the contract with both of the labels. However, she also has stated that she had no resentment towards the firm's bosses at the time and that the lawsuit was the last resort in her bid to put out new music. These labels, The Family and Blackground Records, that she has been a part of since she got signed at the young age of 12, was of course screwing her over. Fast forward to 2013, the New York Daily News reported that JoJo filed a lawsuit claiming that under New York state law, minors cannot sign contracts that last more than 7 years. JoJo and her parents had signed her contract in 2004 when she was just 14. Contract should have been done by 2011. She was supposed to do a 7-album record deal with them. However, she only released 2 albums with them due to the label's agreement. Instead of freeing JoJo and supporting her, both labels forced her to stay on the label, basically holding her hostage and wouldn't let her release any music or to be signed to another label so that she could further her career. Unfortunately for JoJo, she had to walk away without a proper settlement from her old labels. However, she found a way out after a 7-year legal battle with her old labels and got signed to Atlantic Records in January of 2014. After all the legal battles and all the other time lost for not releasing new music and profiting off of new music, she found a loophole. She started releasing new music for free. And this was way before Spotify was a thing. Additionally, she had also released her first album in a decade. Her third album, Mad Love, was released in October 2016 and released a single called Fuck Apologies featuring Wiz Khalifa, which is clearly a big FU to her past labels. Eventually, she reclaimed her first 2 albums, however, that was with her new label, her label called Clover Music, and re-released both albums in 2021, so now she owns the rights to her original music, so hooray for JoJo. That she announced a new tour called Leaks, Covers, and Mixtapes Tour. Along with her re-release of The High Road, she released new songs, Demonstrate and Disaster as singles from the album. As of right now, fast forward to May 2020, she released another album called Good to Know. However, she had to postpone promotion and tour twice because of the ongoing COVID pandemic. In 2021, you could still hear her beautiful voice through The Masked Singer. However, I'm not spoiling anything about if you haven't seen that yet, so go check it out. As of right now, in 2023, just last month, it's been announced that Jojo will also make her Broadway debut in Moulin Rouge. So at least she's getting more projects now, and hopefully her future will be better than the past. So I guess Jojo's debut single really predicted her future, unfortunately.
It's just a chance to say, get out right now. It's the end of you and me.
However, at least she's doing better now. Once again, thanks for listening and watching, and you'll hear me in the next episode.